Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny 2 Forsaken video, and in this video I want to put together a quick guide showing you everything you need to do in order to obtain the ENDER exotic bow. It's a really cool looking weapon. It has a rather cool exotic perk that allows you to see through walls when drawing the arrow, it can overpenetrate multiple targets, and it can even be used to destroy those taken crystals or eggs littered around the world, the ones that are normally immune. Destroying them gives you the Reverie armor pieces, not especially high power, but it's still nice nonetheless. So, if you want to get this for yourself, then here's what you need to know. Of course, if you do find this helpful and you do enjoy this video, then a like would be super appreciated, and be sure to comment down below if you have any questions. Now, to begin with, the first thing you're going to need to do in order to begin this series of events is to complete the Shattered Throne dungeon and quest that became available on yesterday's reset. I've already uploaded a complete guide on how to access and complete the dungeon. It's pretty long and does have enemies around 580 and 590 power level, so it's certainly no walk in the park, but that is the very first thing you'll need to do. Again, the complete guide is down below, so I'd suggest watching that first since you'll need to get through that before you can proceed. Once you've done that, you head to the Tangled Shore, up to Fourhorn Gulch, and then when you enter, if you pull out your ghost, you'll see a quest icon to the right. Head over there, you'll see a question mark quest, and interacting with that will show you the prompt, Prove Your Worth. This begins a mission. There's nothing complicated about this, it's your standard story mission type thing. Follow the markers, work your way to the end, and in the final room there will be 3 taken enemies that'll spawn. Again, they're relatively high power level, not as high as the dungeon. I did manage to solo the majority of this mission before my buddy jumped in at the end, but when you complete the mission you'll have 3 tokens that'll drop. The Dreaming Token of Arekkz, Kerim, and Zavoth. With these in your inventory, it's time to go back to Marasov's Throne World, back to the Shattered Throne quest. So again, down to the confluence, interact with the quest marker at the portal, and you're taken inside. Now you'll be working through the majority of this dungeon just like you normally would, so the previous guide still applies, but along the way you'll also be dunking some orbs to summon some bosses. The first area is the Labyrinth. You'll need to complete this area like normal anyway, so you can either handle some of the ads first and come back to this, or you can do this first. Either way, from the entrance, what you want to do is go left and follow the pathway. When you're outside, you then want to jump up on the rocks and use these to help you climb onto the statue. From the statue, you're then able to jump into the top of the tower, and at the back of the tower is an orb. This is the first orb you'll need to use in this dungeon. Take the orb, jump back out the window, onto the head of the statue, and across to the adjacent roof. When you're on this roof, you'll see a series of statues with hands, and most of them are holding orbs, but one of them is not. Take your orb over to the one that isn't, and you can interact with it. Doing so will place the orb and summon a boss, a taken Minotaur. Killing the first one will see a second one summon, and killing the second one will charge the first of your 3 tokens, the Token of Kerim. At this point, you just need to complete the rest of the room like normal so that you can progress. Now you're going to continue working through the dungeon until you get to the section with the beams you need to cross and the taken ogres that spawn. I highly recommend working through this area, killing most of the ogres first, and then backtracking to the orb so you don't have to deal with ogres in the process. But either way, from the entrance to the room, you then take the first beam in front of you, and then turn right and work your way to the back, and behind that pillar is where the orb is located. With this in hand, you then want to work towards the exit in that direction, but then work towards the right wall. About midway down, there'll be a platform and some more statues, and this is where you can dunk the next orb. No boss spawn this time, but this is just a step you have to take. Moving on from there, you'll then go into the area with the slow debuff. For this one, you want to go up the stairs and take the first right. Here you can grab the third orb, and now you need to carry this through the entire area. Same as before, avoid the taken thrall and simply get to the end, jump out the field, and as soon as you drop down, look right, and there are your next statues. Again, dunking the orb won't spawn a boss, but it will allow you to do the next phase. Now you get to the next area and it says cross the chasm. This is the part where normally you'd go right towards the ogre boss, but now the door ahead of you opens up. Go in here and a ton of ads will spawn, and then on the center platform the boss will also spawn. Kill the boss in this room, and then that will charge your next token, Arekkz. Now you can go back out of this room, go towards the ogre boss as normal, since the final orb and the final charge occurs during this ogre boss fight. To begin with, the fight will play out like normal. You take down the 4 wizards, get the buff, dunk the plate to drop the ogre's shield, and then the taken Minotaur will spawn. Now killing this Minotaur will see him drop a relic, another orb. While in my dungeon guide I mentioned that you can use this to deal damage to the ogre, for the context of this quest it has another use. Assuming you're standing where we are, which is near the exit to the room, then to your right you want to take this relic and run to the side of the wall about midway down and dunk the relic like before. Now this is where things get a bit hectic. Ads will spawn, and so too will another ogre, a smaller one this time, without an annoying shield mechanic, but it's still hectic. Killing this ogre will allow you to charge your third and final token, Zavoth. With this done, you now simply need to finish this fight like normal. So kill the wizards, get the buff, drop the ogre's shield, and shoot him till he's dead. With that complete, leaving this room will once again see you in front of the offering statue, but now that you have your 3 tokens charged, you can interact with this to claim your loot, and in doing so you obtain ENDER. And that, my friends, is what you need to know. Those are the steps you need to follow to snag yourself the exotic bow. Hopefully you found that helpful. Be sure to let me know down below if you guys have any more questions, but otherwise keep it locked for much more Destiny 2 content. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out some more awesome stuff from us here at Arekkz Gaming, then you should definitely try to catch 269 and Paradise Central streaming 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. They play a wide range of games, and what's more, we also have the Endgame store. By watching their streams, you earn currency, and you can redeem that currency on the Endgame store for really cool prizes. Those can range from things like games, comics, and figures, all the way up to controllers, capture cards, and even consoles. So definitely drop by and become part of the community. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you're subscribed and be sure to click on that little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next upload. You can watch more videos by clicking on the options here, but once again, thanks very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.